Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're gonna be trying a bunch of colors from Splat. A lot of people absolutely hate Splat. I used to use them all the time in high school. It was always Splat and Manic Panic. Those were like the two hair dye that I used to use all the time. So I thought, you know what? It's been so long since I've actually used their dye. Let's grab a few shades, try them on some swatches, and then try and remove them and see if they come out of the hair, because if you didn't know, there's a huge stigma with Splat that it's fabric dye or that it just is impossible to come out of the hair, which honestly, I don't believe, but we're gonna try today to see if the colors come out of the hair. There wasn't that big of a color range at Walmart where I went to purchase these, so I did buy the ones that were available to me, but we're missing some like key colors in the rainbow spectrum. There's no yellow, there's no orange, there's a green, but it's not really like fully green. So we are missing a few shades here, but I did grab as much as I could. So let's run through the colors we're gonna be trying today. The first shade I got is Pink Fetish. Then I got Midnight Magenta, Midnight Ruby, Midnight Scarlet, Lusty Lavender, and I remember using this one a lot in high school, Purple Desire, Blue Envy, and Midnight Jade. By the way, my lava lamp has RIP to her. She has entered the graveyard. I did order a new bulb, so hopefully the new bulb will fix the situation and revive her, because that lava lamp is probably from like the 2000s. So we'll see if that works or not. We'll see in future videos if I can get her up and running, but the light bulb is on the way, so she's out of commission for now. These kits do come with lightener, so it's like an all-in-one kit. You get the hair dye in a little tube, and then they have bleach and developer in here, so you only need to buy the kit if you're doing like a few strands. If you're doing your whole head, you're gonna need more than one thing of bleach. This one is open, so that's cool. That's what I get for shopping at Walmart. The box was closed, the bottle was open. So some of these, I'm reading now, some of these are the complete kit, and some of them say no bleach needed. So I'm guessing the midnight ones are the ones that you don't need bleach because they're darker colors, and then the lighter colors, when it says no bleach needed, there's not bleach in there. Here are the two size differences. I had no idea. This one is open, so hopefully, oh, yep, still works. Okay. So the bigger ones are 6 fluid ounces. The smaller one is 3 fluid ounces. So it's literally half the size. And they do not have the name on these bottles. So if you have multiple like I have right now, it's very easy to get them mixed up. Let's go into the first color, Pink Fetish. Oh yeah, they're just like I remember in high school, very gelatinous. It's definitely a different formulation than like a typical semi-permanent. They almost have like a gel consistency, and look how pigmented they are. There is so much pigment behind these shades. I've used a lot of different hair dye brands, all different consistencies and textures, and definitely the ones that have the most pigment and are not conditioning based definitely are more difficult to get out of the hair, so I can definitely see how these would be more difficult to remove. Going in with Midnight Magenta. This one was the one that was already opened. This one seemed a little bit more conditioning, but still has a bunch of pigment behind it. If I remember correctly, these were like $9.97 at Walmart for each kit. So it's definitely on the cheaper option of semi-permanent hair color. Going in with Midnight Ruby. You guys see how like jelly it is? Ooh, this color is so pretty. It's like a pinky red. I've also learned with different textures, different ones bleed worse or not as bad. The gel consistency ones that have a bunch of pigment like this definitely bleed a lot more than a super conditioning based dye would. Let's go in with Midnight Scarlet. I'm really excited about this one. Ooh, yes, super deep in pigment. Let's work that in. Oh my gosh, this red is so pretty. This dye seems to be a little bit thicker than the other ones. I will say with this type of consistency of dye, it is a lot easier to saturate the hair. So I would say it's like more user-friendly in that aspect. It's not as difficult to work into the hair. You're gonna get more of an even saturation because it is more like liquidy and not as thick. So it shouldn't be as patchy, and it also, again, will be easier to work into the hair, and you don't need to spend a lot of time like really making sure it works into the hair. Personally, I cannot wait to see Lusty Lavender because, again, high school. All right, let's go in with Lusty Lavender. Ooh, yes. This is so reminiscent. Ooh, Ooh, this purple though. Oh my gosh. The undertones of this purple are so freaking beautiful. This color right here, are you kidding me? Oh, it's making me want to drench my hair in it. I love this color. 14 to 16-year-old me definitely had a good taste in colors. You guys see how easily it just like the hair sucks up the color? It really doesn't take a lot of effort for me to work it in. The hair just absorbs it very, very easily. All right, let's go in with Purple Desire and see how this is different than the Lusty Lavender. I'm not gonna lie, the consistency reminds me of a blood clot. Not gonna lie, that's what it's reminded me of. All right, let's work this in. Ooh, okay, definitely a more midnight indigo purple. I definitely prefer Lusty Lavender over this shade, but it's still very beautiful. It just depends on, I guess, your preference and undertone and purple hair color. Do you guys see what I'm saying? This is already worked into the hair. Like literally as I separate this, it's already absorbed super easily into the hair strand. Let's go in with the blue color. Super, super dark. Ooh. It almost has like a blue jean feel to it. I thought it'd be more aqua, but it almost has like a smokiness in the like undertone of it. It's such a unique blue color. So pretty. We'll see how it turns out on like yellow hair. One more color left, and that's Midnight Jade. This is that green color. This one seemed a little bit more conditioning. See, some of the consistency is a little bit different. Some of them are more conditioning, some of them are more of that gelatinous substance. So it kind of just depends. Really pretty color though. Oh, this is such a unique, pretty green. All right, I'm gonna let these process, rinse using cold water, and I will be right back so we can apply the color remover on the strands and see if they come out of the hair. All right, we are back. Before I show you the results, I just want to mention my experience rinsing out the color. It was so interesting. Like half the colors bled like crazy and the other half like didn't bleed at all. So it's very mixed results. I did put an X on the swatches of the ones that bled a lot so you guys would know. The colors though, they're so, so beautiful. So let me show you the colors. I mean, look at the shades though. They are so pigmented, so consistent. They are not patchy at all. And the shades are absolutely stunning. So the first color here we have is that Pink Fetish. Really, really pretty, but this one bled like crazy. There's no way I would put this on my hair just for the fact it bleeds so much. Really pretty though. The Midnight Magenta is kind of similar to Pink Fetish. It's a little bit deeper and more magenta obviously, but this one did not bleed at all and the hair was really soft. The ones that bled, the hair felt more dry. The ones that did not bleed, the consistency was a little bit more conditioning and the hair didn't feel as dry. So between these two, definitely Midnight Magenta. Then we have Ruby. We have Midnight Ruby and Midnight Scarlet next. These two are very, very different. The Ruby has that pink undertone and it's more of a fire red color, and this one bled a lot. Then we have Midnight Scarlet. I love this color. It's such like a bloody, vampy maroon color. It is so pretty, and this one surprisingly barely bled at all, which is so rare for reds, but this color right here is stunning and it also did not bleed. Then we have Lusty Lavender, and ooh, this one bled a bunch. It's such a pretty purple though. Are you kidding me? It has like a pinkish undertone, definitely warmer. It is so pretty, but it bled so much. Then we have Purple Desire. This one also bled quite a bit. This one has more of that indigo cool tone. We have Blue Envy. This one also bled a lot. I mean, a lot. Such a pretty deep blue color, but you guys can see it kind of does look similar to the Purple Desire. It's more of that indigo. And then we have Midnight Jade, which is a stunning deep foresty green color. It really is the color of a jade. It is so pretty, and this one surprisingly did not bleed at all. So here are the colors. Let's go ahead and apply the color remover. I'm using Gaitang Striptease N10 volume. We're gonna apply it halfway down on all the swatches, and we're gonna see if any of these colors come out of the hair or if the rumors are true and it's impossible to remove splat hair color. I will say this is probably one of the easiest colors to saturate the hair that I have ever tried. It was so easy to saturate. The hair just sucked up the color very, very easily. And it's the most even results out of any hair color I've ever tried. Barely any effort to work the color into the hair and you get amazing color payoff. And also it's super, super even. It's not patchy at all. All the colors are beautiful and super, super even. So that is a positive to Splat. definitely is an even color. I'm already seeing the magenta start to lift, so we can see the magenta starting to come out of the hair. Again, I don't have hope for the reds. You guys know how I feel about reds. I would not recommend using a bleach-based color remover. Definitely would use more of something like Color Oops, Color Undo from Sally Beauty. Those two seem to work well at warmer tones and reds. All right, it's been less than a minute and the Midnight Magenta is already out of the hair and back to blonde. That is extremely impressive. I'm a little worried that this red color is going to bleed on the blonde and make it look pink on the ends. So let me scooch that over out of the way here and make this little line of demarcation. So that one's already back to blonde, which is pretty impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and cover these up, let them sit 30 minutes, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished result, and we'll see if any of these shades come out of the hair. All right, I am back. Let me show you the finished results. All right, here are the results. Look at this magenta. That is insane. It went from extremely hot pink back to platinum blonde in less than a minute. I would definitely use this on myself. I would have no hesitation. The pink Fetish did fade to more of a bubblegum on the ends. The Midnight Ruby and Midnight Scarlet didn't do much. Obviously, again, reds use Color Oops or a different method of color removal. These are so pretty. Is it ideal? No. I would have wanted them to come out of the hair, but oh my gosh, these little ombre situations here are just so pretty. So the Lusty Lavender went bright pink. The Purple Desire also went pink, which is kind of shocking because the undertones in this seem more blue, so I would have thought it would have went blue, but it didn't. It went pink. Even the blue went warmer instead of more blue. So here you can see it went purple instead of blue, and it really didn't fade very much. And then this jade color on the end here went to a lighter green. So here are what the swatches look like. So my final thoughts are it's pretty inconsistent. Some of these shades seem like they're more conditioning, they'll come out easier, they make your hair feel softer, and then the other shades are more difficult to remove. They make your hair feel a little bit drier, and they're more of that gelatinous, like jelly substance. So it kind of seems like it's a mixed bag here. Some shades seem like they'll come out easier, other shades seem more difficult. Overall, I would not be willing to take the risk on different shades. Now in this situation, I know the Midnight Magenta comes out, so I feel fine using that, but if you're gonna use them, I would definitely do a test strand and see if they come out of the hair easily or not, because it seems like most of them are pretty difficult to get out of the hair. Obviously, I haven't tested all the shades here, so there are other shades in the Splat line. Some other ones might come out a little bit easier. I need to hop off here because I hear a fire truck outside my window, so I will leave a link to Splat in the description down below in case you love Splat or you want to look at their hair color. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I hear more sirens coming. I gotta go.